At Ines Group Berhad, we have built a strong foundation as a Malaysia-based edible bird's nest company. Our subsidiaries Mingfeng and Dynamic Transforms are among the top 10 Malaysian companies exporting raw, cleaned edible bird's nests to China, reinforcing our position as one of the leading market players in Malaysia's edible bird's nest industry. Looking ahead, we are focused on long-term growth and value creation. Our plans include manufacturing bottled bird's nest and other herbal beverages in-house, giving us greater control over quality, product development, and formulation flexibility.
In Malaysia, over the past 4 decades, Hock Soon Poultry Farm has evolved from a humble family business into a leading force in modern agriculture. Today, Hock Soon produces over 1.5 million eggs daily, with operations spanning more than 20 hectares. Every day, freshly laid eggs are transported via conveyor belts into our facility, where they pass through multiple inspection stations. Hock Soon's in-house brand, Q+, has been serving the nation for over a decade. The range includes omega, selenium, vitamin E-enriched eggs, and jumbo-sized eggs. Hock Soon Poultry Farm, nurturing quality from farm to table.
What would happen? Machines run. Operation stopped. Tables are dirty. Business halted. Store closed. Staff gone. What if you had Manforce Group? With Manforce Group, every step is handled, every risk is managed, every regulation met, from permits to paychecks, ensuring legal, fair, and quota compliant start. Partner with Manforce Group right from the start. Powered by Manforce Group Berhad.
Where creativity meets strategy, and where brands are built on innovation and insight. We provide a complete 360-degree marketing and sales solution, creating real-world exposure through business events, awards, and networking platforms. We then strengthen online presence through digital content, media exposure, and performance marketing. To reinforce awareness, we extend the message offline through billboards, banners, and digital out-of-home media.
KleverStock is a content-driven financial media and investor insights platform. We integrate live stream coverage, educational content, market data visualization, and AI-powered tools to support investor understanding and engagement. In the past year, we achieved significant momentum across our operations and market visibility. We delivered nearly 99% of all IPO and listing day live stream coverage, featuring executive interviews, ceremony broadcasting, and real-time market updates. We collaborated with major corporates including Foodie, Aquawalk, and many others. We also expanded partnerships with investor relations firms, trading platforms, and marketing agencies. KleverStock is now ISO certified, and our official media accreditation has been renewed, enhancing governance, access, and professional credibility. Our content performance continues to grow rapidly. We achieved over 10 million impressions across social platforms, 1.2 million unique visitors in 2025, and more than 630,000 live stream views driven by our IPO and market coverage. These results reinforce our growing influence and visibility across the financial community. We advanced our technology with Phase 2 of our AI engine, enabling smarter sentiment tracking, automated summaries, and improved market screening. Our priorities for 2025 include strengthening strategic partnerships, enhancing our IPO and corporate livestream capabilities, expanding content production, and accelerating AI-powered investor tools. We remain focused on innovation, consistency, and delivering market-relevant insights. KleverStock remains committed to growth, technology advancement, and delivering meaningful impact to our clients, partners, and audiences.
In a world powered by data, electricity is not optional, it is foundational. Every transaction, every connection, every system depends on it. Electricity sustains industries, enables digital ecosystems, and underpins modern life. Economic growth depends on stable infrastructure. Digital expansion depends on reliable power. EI power strengthens the systems that sustain both. We engineer certainty in environments where certainty is required. EI Power Berhad, powering tomorrow.
HSS Holdings Berhad, where we transform the finest bakery products into accessible delights for everyone. We combine premium quality with affordability, driving product innovation and leveraging our extensive distribution network to reach more markets, mini market, supermarket, and hypermarket. From HSS to LHMC and Kasaga, our commitment to quality, innovation, and customer satisfaction drives us forward. Join us in bringing incredible bakery products to the world. HSS, your trusted partner in bakery excellence.
Go!
Good afternoon, investors. You are now on KleverStock with me, Madhvi, and I'll be serving you the midday roundup with the latest market updates from this morning up until now. Opening today's market wrap with a look at the domestic front, the FBMKSCI maintained a sturdy stance at the start of the Thursday's trading session, buoyed by the active corporate earnings season and a surge in global market confidence. Investor sentiment received a notable boost following stronger than expected financial results from tech giant Nvidia, which helped assuage widespread concerns. Regarding AI sector profitability, Malaysia's benchmark index edged up 1.36 points to reach 1,749.9, extending its upward momentum from the previous session. Energy-linked counters served as the primary catalyst for the benchmark's advance. Petronas gas jumped 20 cents to 17 ringgit 78 cents following an encouraging earnings report, while maritime logistics provider MISC climbed 5 cents to 8 ringgit 47 cents. Petronas Chemicals also contributed to the upward trajectory, advancing 4 cents to sell at 4.25 cents. Among the most actively traded stocks, Supermax gained 4.5 cents to reach 4.5 cents. Nissin added 1 cent to trade at 19 cents, and Engineer remained unchanged at 4.5 cents. Trading behavior on the local bourse is expected to remain heavily influenced by company-specific updates as the current earnings reporting cycle nears its conclusion, with several heavyweight banking institutions still slated to release their quarterly figures. Strengthening technical momentum indicators suggest that blue-chip stocks are well positioned to maintain their upward trajectory in the coming sessions, though gains could remain somewhat restrained as the market continues to absorb the stream of the corporate financial disclosures, according to TA Securities. Key overhead resistance will be at 223.6%, with tougher upside hurdles at the 138.2% and 150% FP ahead, T Securities noted in its technical commentary. On the downside, immediate support for the index remains at 100% FR, with better support coming from the June 2026 low followed by the 76.4%. On the global stage, broader market sentiment showed signs of improvement amidst ongoing diplomatic dialogue between Iran and Oman concerning the potential reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Reflecting the geopolitical developments, Brent crude futures from October delivery dipped to a 2-week low, settling near $87 per barrel. Then moving on to our local currency and foreign exchange. The Malaysian ringgit opened slightly higher against US dollar on Thursday morning, driven by mild buying momentum following recent market gains. However, further upside remained constrained as a resilient greenback gained strength on the back of the solid economic indicators from the United States. At 8 a.m., the local note rose to 4.0235 or 4.0305 against the US dollar from Wednesday's close of 4.0240 or 4.0280. Bank Mamalat Malaysia Berhad Chief Economist Dr. Muhammad Afzal Nizam Abdul Rashid noted that overnight US data pointed to ongoing resilience in the American economy heading into the third quarter of 2026. July figures revealed a 0.4% month-on-month increase in personal income, a 0.2% uptick in personal spending, and a 1.1% rise in durable goods orders. Crucially, the personal consumption expenditures inflation rate, the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation metric, rose 3.7% year-on-year in July. The US dollar index has relied and rallied following the release of the data points, whereby the index is hovering around 99.165 points, higher by 0.25% from the previous close, Dr. Muhammad Afzal Nizam stated. In light of these developments, he projects the ringgit to trade within a range of 4 ringgit 3 cent to 4 ringgit 6 cent against the greenback throughout the session. In broader forex trading, the ringgit posted gains across major global currencies. At opening bell, it climbed against Japanese yen to 2.5264 or 2.5309 from 2.5308 or 2.5335. At Wednesday's close, appreciated against the British pound to 5.4704 or 5.4799 from 5.4827 or 5.4882 and strengthened vis-a-vis the euro to 4.6894 or 4.6975 from 4.6940 or 4.6987. Regionally, the ringgit performed mostly higher against the Asian peers. The local currency edged up against the Singapore dollar to 3.1646 or 3.1707 from 3.1683 or 3.1717, and advanced against the Thai baht to 12.2668 or 12.2945 from 12.2791 or 12.2959. Meanwhile, it remained unchanged against both the Indonesian rupiah at 227.0 or 227.4 and the Philippine peso at 6.52 or 6.54. And now, for some economy news. The Finance Ministry will continue engaging various segments of Malaysian society and industry to balance economic growth with sustainability when crafting the federal budget, according to the Treasury Secretary General Tan Sri Johan Mahmud Merican. Speaking at the Star Property Budget 2027 roundtable briefing, where he received a proposal memorandum, Johan confirmed that broad-based stakeholder consultations are underway ahead of the budget presentation scheduled for October 9. Johan highlighted that source and sound fiscal management helped secure strong second quarter 2026 economic metrics, including 6% GDP growth, low unemployment, stable inflation despite rising energy costs, and record levels of trade and investment. He emphasized that ongoing efforts over the past 3 years to narrow the fiscal deficit aim to sustain this momentum, while acknowledging that everyday Malaysians still face key challenges, such as housing costs rising faster than income growth, and listening to various groups and trying to understand the pain points, whether it's ordinary citizens or businesses, as we develop the measures for Budget 2027, Johan stated. This considers the very dynamic global environment that we're currently in, such as the Middle East crisis, and understanding the effect it has. These engagements are important, expressing confidence that past national budgets have been directly shaped by public input. He added that several proposals from the submitted property industry memorandum would likely prove relevant for Budget 2027. The fourth annual roundtable convened developers nationwide, including regional bodies from Sabah and Sarawak, to present recommendations across 6 core areas: housing affordability, urban livability, home financing, demand-led urban planning, regulatory efficiency, and East Malaysian infrastructure. Presenting the memorandum, Star Media Group Chief Operating Officer Lydia Wong noted that housing delivery depends heavily on development costs, financing access, and infrastructure readiness. She expressed hope that the government would leverage these strategic recommendations to help contain costs and improve home ownership access. Full details of the industry feedback will be published in the Star Property Poll out on October 2, 2026. And looking at today's major corporate developments and deals. Johan Corporation secured a 37 million ringgit contract from Chin Hin Properties, Sendirian Berhad. And up next, we have the market update. IJM Corporate Berhad net profit for the first quarter ended June 30, 2026 rose to 137.39 million ringgit from 95.60 million registered in the same period last year, driven by construction and manufacturing and quarrying divisions. Public Bank Berhad reported a 3.7% year-on-year increase in net profit to 1.82 billion ringgit for the second quarter ended June 30 for the financial year ending December from 1.76 billion a year earlier. Alliance Bank Berhad made a net profit of 248.3 million ringgit for its first quarter 2027 compared to a net profit of 198.7 million ringgit to the same period a year ago. A 25% increase thanks to the broad-based loan growth, higher client-based fee income, a significantly lower net credit costs following better credit performance and recoveries from its corporate portfolio. Mastering Group Berhad, via its wholly owned subsidiary Capital Avenue Development Sendirian Berhad, has proposed to acquire 3 tracts of land in Ampang in Hulu Langat, Selangor for the development of M. Araya, an urban home project for the total of 186.17 million ringgit. QF Resources Berhad net profit inched up to 100.76 million ringgit and in the first quarter ended June 2026 from 100.60 million ringgit in the same period last year. And that's a wrap for Media Roundup with me, Madhvi, on KleverStock. Thank you for choosing us. Stay tuned for upcoming live stream programs.